Hello students. So in the last class we were talking about perimeter, all the geometry and all the like lines, what is called ray, everything we have already revised, right? Now a new thing will come into your class, okay, that is called volume. Now what is volume? It's not that volume that you increase in your mobile or in your speaker, but volume is something which you need for your physical world. That means the your surroundings and all over the whatever you see, okay. So in that case you need to know what is a volume, okay. Now see, we know that how to find the perimeter of any uh, what you say rectangle. So if this is called the length, which is x, and this is called the breadth, that is your okay, so I'm giving some different name. Let's say this is b and this is your length, that means your l. So you know, so this will be l, this will be b. So the perimeter will be your L plus B plus L plus B. That means 2 times L is coming, so 2L plus 2 times B is coming, so 2B. Okay. So this is your perimeter. And what is your area? Your area is your one length into one breadth. Now coming to very important things. What is area actually? Area means this inside portion, right? So how much space do you have is called area, right? Okay, so you tell me one thing, do you know about 2D and 3D? So 2D means two-dimensional things. Two-dimensional things means the things that you can draw on your paper. You can draw a rectangle in your paper, you can draw a circle in your paper, but can you place your ball into a paper? No, you can place on top of that paper, but that ball will not fit into that paper, okay. So the things which can be drawn on a paper is called 2D things, that means two-dimensional things. And the things which you can actually see in your real life, that is your ball, a box, a table, your book, whatever, your chocolate, your eraser, duster, everything is in 3D. That means see, one more thing you will see, that in two-dimensional things only length is there and only breadth is there, there is no height. But in three-dimensional objects like your what to say, like your uh, eraser, you have one side length, that is this one, this much is the length, okay. Your breadth, that is this much, and also height, that is this much, right? So you have three things in 3D, so that's why it is called 3D, okay, three dimension. So in 3D objects we have, if we want to say area, what is area? So you can see there are how many planes can be there. In eraser, you take one eraser and you see how many surfaces are there. So there is one upper part, okay, so one side is the upper one side is the down one, so two sides, okay, already done, okay. One side is your this part, one side is your that part, two sides are still left, okay. One side is your back portion, but this back portion is huge, like it is the whole portion, okay, whole part. So I cannot draw all of them because they are overlapping, the colors are overlapping. And at last you have the what you say, the front portion, that is this part. So how many surfaces actually you are having? So you are basically having 6 surfaces. How? See, the front portion, the back portion, 2. Then you have one, this portion, this portion, this portion, and the downside portion. So there are 4, and one portion is the front portion. Okay, so I'm using a dark color so that you can understand. So the front portion and your back portion. Okay, so how many parts, like sides or the surfaces you have? 6 total. How many you have? 6 surfaces, right? Okay, so let us go back to our previous discussion. So you can see one thing, that if we talk about the surfaces, like, so we know that already a 6 surface a 3D objects like this can have. Okay, this is called, this is, see, this is not a rectangle. Okay, this is kinda cuboid. Okay, or see, it is called something like a cuboid. So in that case, if you want to calculate the area, so see, there are 6 surfaces, so for each surface you have to find out the area. So for the front portion, let's say for the front portion, that means this portion. Okay, I am just overlapping. So from the front portion, the area will be, so front portion, let's say area of front portion I am giving A1. Okay, let me write A1. So A1 is my, the length, that is L, and the breadth. In that case, see, in that case the breadth, this will not come. In that case H will come. So ultimately I can write L into H, because see, length, this one, and the breadth means the height. Okay, now talking about the back portion. Okay, that means this part which is not visible, like this part. I'm talking about this part. Okay, so this part is not visible, and if I say this is A2, the back portion, so you can see that this rectangle, the front rectangle and the back rectangle, has to be same in that case. So in that case also, length is your L and height is your H. So ultimately the same result I'll get. Talking about the upper portion, that means this portion. Okay, I'm talking about this portion. So length is L and breadth is B in this case. Okay, so your A3 will be your L into B. Okay, and the down portion will also be same, because they are opposite rectangles. This is also L and this is also B. So your A4 will be L into B. Now talking about the side portion. So this side, you can see that this is your B, because this is your B. So this is your B and this is your height. Okay, so A5, that is let's say this portion. So A5 will be my B into H, that is my height. So in that case, B is acting as length, H is acting as breadth. Okay, A6, that means this last side will also be same, that is B into H, because they are opposite rectangle. Now if you add everything, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and A6, if you add everything, this is called surface area for the whole cube. So this S is called surface area. Okay, what it is called? Surface area. So finding surface area is a big task. Okay, because you have to calculate all the area of each of every side. Okay, and then you have to add them all, right? Acha. So This is a little bit hard, right? Okay, so let us calculate surface area for a cube. Now I will draw a cube. Let me draw a cube like this. So I am drawing a 3D cube in that case, right? See, my pen is not listening to me. Bad pen. Or I am bad because I cannot draw nicely. Okay, so in that case, see, let's say this is a cuboid. Okay, perfect cuboid or cube. This is a cube. So in that case, let's say the side is 5. So you know a cube means a 3D object with all sides same. So this is also 5, this is also 5, this is also 5, everything is 5. So talking about the how many surfaces are there? 6 surfaces are there. 6 surfaces. Now you know for a cuboid all sides are same. So area of one side will be same as all the sides, right? All the surface. So area of one side, let's say A1, is length into breadth, that is 5 into 5, right? One side and another side. So it's 25. So this all will be 25, like this will be also 25. Why? Because this side is also 5, because cuboid all sides are 5. So how many surfaces you have? 6 surfaces. So if one surface is 25 and all are the same, so the total surface area will be 25 into 6, right? So that will be 150. So this is how you have to find out surfaces area. Now coming back to our main point today, volume. See, surface area means how much place you have in the surface, but volume means how much place you have inside of it. That means if you have this kind of cuboid, let's say I have this kind of cuboid and I am going to store water in it. Okay, so all sides are closed and I am going to put water into it. So let's say I want to put water into it, but I don't know how much water will it be able to hold. Okay, so how to calculate that? How I will know how much water it can take? So for that something I need which will tell me how much is the capacity, storage capacity of this volume. So how much it can store, how much water it can store inside of it. So this is called volume. Okay, how much things it can store. So how to find the volume? So like area has one formula, that is length into breadth. Volume also having a formula, and that is very easy. Let's say this is your length, this is your breadth, this is your height. So the formula for volume is length into breadth into height. Like the surface area of one portion, like one side, will be length into breadth only, but the volume for the whole cuboid will be length into breadth into height. So let us solve one question like that. Okay, so let's say the length is 5, breadth is 3 and height is 4. Okay, so what will be my volume? Length, that is 5, into breadth, that is 3, into height, that is 4. So my volume will be 60. Now say this is in meter. Okay, this is also in meter, this is also in meter. So in that case it will be 60 meter cube. Like in volume, in area you have seen it is meter square. because two sides are multiplied. Here 3 sides are multiplied, so it's meter cube. So this is how you have to find out volume. So it's very easy, like finding out volumes are not that hard, but finding out surface area is hard because you have to find the area of each of like all the surfaces. Okay, surface number 1 2 3 4, then the last back one and the front one, that means 6, total 6 surface you have to find out. Okay, so how many surfaces you have to find out? You have to find out 1 2 3 4 5 and the front one, that is 6. So after finding all the surface area, okay, you have to like all the area, individual area, you have to add them all, then only you will get the total surface area for that cuboid. Okay, so see, with volume what we are going to do, we are going to find and do like very interesting maths, real life maths. Like you have tank in your house where you store water, you have your bag. Okay, when you go to buy bag, what you see that it is written that in the bag. Okay, so in a backpack, whenever you go to buy a backpack, okay, it is written in the bag that this is 20 liter LTR, 20 liter bag. What is this 20 liter? It is the volume of the bag. Volume means how much